Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, bisag asa man mo ron, or I don't know what time did you watch this, but yeah, I am greeting you in that way. Sige. So, kamusta? How was your first day of exam? Is it okay ba? So, I hope that you're feeling good with somehow you're feeling good with your exams. Pero if in case dili man kintahay, sige lang, laban lang ta. Kumbaga, it's not permanent man po. It is somehow temporary, but at least we will learn from. So kung sa man gani ang situation, kung sa man gani ang nabati nato, let's say kanang lisod baron. So yeah, that is also at some point that is the part that we really have to be prepared. So next time, pwede pa ta makabawi for the third periodical exam. Anyway, for a while, so please excuse my voice if in case manggani ka nang naakentahay mga unnecessary nga ahem kay I'm currently having somehow a sore throat. So last time we weren't able to meet because first kay murag pista man siguro to, murag pista to, and then second, when we're supposed to have a meeting, we celebrated the Teachers' Day. So because of that situation, I opt to have the recording video to discuss about the sampling methods, because sampling methods, we will utilize this, or this will be the coverage for your exam. Okay? Sige. And also, I will have a different recorded video because during the survey, when I ask you kung unsa man gani ang gusto pa ninyong makatunan, kung unsa pa ang lain ninyong ganahan makatunan, some of you here answered kuan. Some of you here answered the introduction part. So sige, I will discuss everything katong mga topics pag second quarter kadto noon, pag second quarter kay kamo baya tong nag-discuss ato. So I will further explain it in a different videos, okay? I am still preparing for it. Now, here, let's have now the sampling methods. Okay. For this lesson, you will learn the reasons for sampling method. Second, you will develop an understanding about the different sampling methods, and you will be able to distinguish between the probability and non-probability sampling, and discuss the advantages and the disadvantages of each sampling methods. Okay, so now we have here the meaning of the research from Kierlinger, which states that scientific research is systematic, controlled, empirical, and critical investigation. So at some point, this is the definition that the research advisors usually use. So kapag sinabi po natin na systematic, so of course there is a process. There is in a research we are following a process here. So first step is to identify the research agenda. Second is to create a research title. And then the next part is to identify the problem that you really want to distinguish, or identify the problem that you really want to solve. And then the research gap, so kana siya. So those are the systematic. So again, when we say systematic, there is a process that we have to follow. Next, it is controlled. So of course, um, the controlled part is somehow explain, kumbaga, makit-an nato ni siya sa sampling method. So later on, um, you will know, or you will have somehow, you will hibaw-an na ninyo why it is controlled later when we discuss about the sampling. Next, it is empirical. So when we say empirical, it has something to do with based on the experience rather than a theory. So at some point, although research is about theory, but since it is all about solving the problem, so when we say empirical, it is about the experience. It is based on the experience, on the observation, kana siya. And then critical investigation of natural phenomena. So it is really critical yun. So let's say, for example, a theory. Because in a research, there is a theory. And in order to reject the theory or to makisabay po sa theory, so to approve ba na siya or kanang nisukwahi baron ana, so there must be a critical investigation. Okay? Now, here we have the important components of an empirical research. First is the problem statement, is what I've said, that it is a systematic. So there is a process, theory, assumptions, background, literature, variables, and hypotheses, operational definitions and measurement, research design and methodology, instrumentation, sampling, data analysis, conclusions, interpretations, and recommendations. Now, let's have first the sampling. So sample here, it is the smaller collection of units. So I believe from your previous lessons with the statistics, you're familiar with the population and the sample. So let's simplify it. When we say a sample, it is the representatives of the population. So population is bigger than the sample. Okay, sige, let's have here an example. Let's say the research is, or the study is about the stress level of junior high school students. So kana siya, the stress level of the junior high school students. So junior high school students are the population. However, dili man pwede nga during the data gathering kay tanang kanang estudyante imong i-survey. What if kintahay, for example, sige, for the junior high school students, we have, let's say, 386. So, kana, 386 population. Unya, mag-survey ka. Unya, ang population ba sa junior high school student is 386. Now, if you will have the survey, let's say it is a paper survey, mag-print ka og 386, mahurot imong kwarta ana, maguba sad ang imuhang printer. So di magdugipon imo nga maguba pero di magdugay imong printer. So that is the population. Now, para dili kaayo gasto and dili kaayo siya hassle, so we will use the sampling method. Okay? That is the sampling method. Sampling method, which is later on I will discuss what are the different types of sampling method which you will use for your research, puhon-puhon. So we have also another definition, which is the sampling frame. By definition, it is the list from which the potential respondents are drawn from. The registrar's office, class rosters must assess sampling frame errors. So, okay. So here, the sampling frame, okay, the sampling frame here. So kung ganina sample, kuan to siya, dili kaayo tanad. So kumbaga representatives lang. It's either you will do the random sampling kana siya or the convenience sampling kana. Now the sampling frame here is somehow the list of the potential respondents. So list of the potential respondents. So let's say let's go back. Okay, let's go back again to the study. The stress levels of the junior high school students. So let's say lang, okay, dili man pwede nga tanan 386 na junior high school students imuhang i-survey, right? That is why we have the sampling method. Now, magpili ka from grade 7 to grade 10. Kinsa man yun ang pinaka-stress sa tanan. Okay? So let's say sa grade 7, let's say from grade 7 to grade 10. Ang inyong pilion na section is puros emerald since they have a lot of subjects than the regular classes. So, that is what we call the sampling frame. Sampling frame is it's the section emerald. The sample there, either dagan mo kaayong sampling method, either you will have the random sampling, let's say kanang even numbers, kinsa man tong mga students nga naa sa even numbers, those are the sample, those are the respondents. However, the sampling frame is more specific. Asa man ka mukuha og survey? Sa sapphire ba? Sa diamond? Sa gold? Or sa emerald? So since we're talking about the stress level, so we will have the emerald because they have more subjects than the regular classes. So mo to siya. Sampling frame is more specific. Sample is somehow specific, pero mas more specific yun si sampling frame. Kay ka na manggod sa sample, daghan pa manggod mga sampling method ang imong buhaton. So later, para mas makasabot mo. Okay? Now, let's have here, there you go. Sampling, what is the population of interest? So, mauni siya ako ang gingon sa inyo, ha? Nga somehow, sampling frame. No. Sample. Okay? All doctors ba? Now, the sampling frame here, kisa man po nga doctors. Doktor ba sa Chongwa? Doktor ba sa eskwelahan? Doktor ba sa public or sa private? Kana siya. That is the sampling frame. Now, can you sample the entire population? Yes, we can, because we will utilize the sampling method. Okay? Now, here, 3 factors that influence the sample representativeness: sampling procedure, the sample size, and the participation. So, kanang response nila. So, when might you sample the entire population? So, kanus man nimo i-sample or kanus man ka magamit og sampling method? So, first, when your population is very small. Then, when your population is very small, so that's the time that you will use sampling method. Now, there is a method that we can use for this, especially when it is a very small ragid pod siya. Next, when you have extensive resources, kana siya. Kay gasto mo jud kaayo ning mag-research jud ta. Uy, kinagastuhan gyud na siya. Na, o diba? Mo nang gipili na po nako nga stress level of junior high school students, particularly in Emerald na siya. Particularly in the section of Emerald, ang ako ang study kana siya. Next is when you don't expect a very high response. Now, sometimes manggod, when you have some, let's say, karon manggod, ang technique nga gamiton sa mga research students is dira sila sa magpa-volunteer sila sa Facebook, mag-post na sila sa Facebook. Who is willing to volunteer for this research kana siya. So let's say kanang stress level. Balik the stress level of junior high school students, particularly in the section of Emerald, or the stress level of students from the Emerald section. So kana siya. So of course, kay daghan man sad mo, and we still have to do the sampling method. And some of the students in the grade 9 Emerald are not willing to participate in the survey. So para di po maglisod ang mga researchers, mag-post sila sa Facebook, kinsay willing, kinsay mo volunteer, and then they will provide there the requirements. Let's say, for example, first requirement, it should be bona fide students of University of Cebu, Lapu-Lapu, and Mandawi, belong to the Emerald or the Star section. So, kana siya. Okay? Now, since let's say lang, nakintay ka ng reward kunuhay. Nakabutang dito 50 pesos. Oh, 50 pesos. So, kana siya. Ya, daghan man kaayo ang i-appeal, daghan man ang ni-volunteer. So in that case, since they don't expect a very high response, of course, they will still have to use they will still be more specific. Kana siya. They will be more specific. Okay. Now, here, I have here an illustration of the here I have here the illustration of the sampling and the population, the sampling breakdown. So first, who do you want to generalize to? So kinsa man gid ang imuhang i-generalize, which is the theoretical population. So kinsa man gid ha? So unsa man ka nang mag Americans ba? O let's say for example, Filipino o kana. Ganahan ka nga ang imong population is the Filipino students. So kana. What population can you get access to? Now, since not all the population we can have access, kaya syempre, sige daw kuno be, mag-study ka. Okay, maghimo kag study. Ya, tanang junior high school students. Oh, makaya na nimo from Luzon to Mindanao o kana pa. May di maglabad ng imong o ana. Okay? So, next is how can you get access to them? Oh, by the way, sorry. Sayop ko, bali di ay, sorry. Sample is more specific than the sampling frame. Okay, I'm really sorry. Sample is more specific than the sampling frame. Okay? So, sa sampling frame is kinsa man gyud ang mas naa kay access. So, kana siya. Okay? And then the sample, who is your respondents? Kinsa man. That is which is more specific na siya. Okay? Now, here, this is also another illustration of the sampling para mas dali siya masabtan. So, as you can see here, the study population. So, kana siya. So, ang target population ang pinakadako. So, let's say Filipinos, that is the target population. Now, the study population is kinsa man nga Filipinos. Let's say the students. Okay? Now, the sample here, kinsa man pud nga students. Student ba sa Ateneo? Students ba sa De La Salle or UCLM? So, kana siya. Or how about, let's be more specific lang, okay? So, let's say, for example, your target population are the students in the UCLM. The study population is the junior high school students. Now, the sample here, it should be specific. Kinsa man, kinsa man nga year level or kinsa man pud nga section kana siya. So I hope Nasabtan ra ang kalahian sa target population, sa sampling frame, sa study population, and sa sample. If ever wala siya nasabtan, you may ask me questions or you may repeat this video para mas makasabot. If ever di pagihapon, you may ask me question. It's okay, just send me a message. Text lang ta na. Chatmate kuno hay ba na. Okay? Next. Now, there are two types of sampling method. First, we have the probability and the non-probability sampling method. Under the probability samples, we have the simple random sample, systematic random sample, stratified, multi-stage, multi-phase, and cluster sample. And then the non-probability, we have convenience, purposive, and Dakota. Now, the difference between the probability and non-probability is for the here, let's skip this part. Okay, so here. Now, for the probability something, at some point, there is a process that you have to follow. Systematic siya. Every unit in the population has a chance greater than 0 of being selected in the sample, and this probability can be accurately determined. When every element in the population does have the same probability of selection, this is known as equal probability of selection. Such designs are also referred to as self-weighing because all sample units are given the same weight. So meaning, probability sampling, there is a systematic that we follow. So let's say, for example, all names from the even numbers, so kana sila ang inyong respondents. Or let's say si number 1, or let's say number 1 respondents, 2 and 3 dili mo respondents, 4 respondents, kana siya, and so on and so forth. So there is really a systematic that we follow with a probability sampling. Now, for the non-probability, unlike to probability sampling that there is somehow a systematic way or systematic to follow, the non-probability sampling is a method where some elements of population have no chance of selection. So sometimes referred to as out of coverage or undercovered, or where the probability of the selection can't be accurately determined. So example of a non-probability sampling is the convenience sampling. So sa convenience sampling manggod, kung kinsa ra ang pinaka-convenient. So from the word itself, kinsa man ang pinaka-convenient na duulon kana siya. Okay? So there you go. So we have the quota or the purposive kana siya. Now, let's have here the simple random sampling. So applicable when population is small, homogeneous, and readily available. All subsets of the frame are given an equal probability. Each element of the frame thus has an equal probability of selection. So simple random sampling manggod, it is somehow a method that we use para makuan siya. This is somehow a method that we use where every member of a population has an equal chance of being selected, ensuring unbiased representation. So, giunsa man na nila pagpili, miss? Okay? So, here. Ang mahitabuan ni usually sa simple random sampling kay kuan siya, randomizer. So gamitan ni siya o randomizer. So kinsa man inyo ha. So usually kanang naa ni siya kanang naa ni siya formula or random sampling ra gid pod. Kanang mag-random ra gid mo mamili ana nila. So kana siya. Okay? Now, the simple random sampling, ang formula ana is sample size and then sample size over population size, and then you will have the marginal error, which is the 5% or 0.5. 0.5 is the mauna gid na siya ang marginal error. Now, marginal error manggod, when we say the marginal error, it is since we cannot, of course, since we cannot accommodate all of the population, that is why we only have the sampling method. So, mauna siya si sample, mauna siya si marginal error. Okay? So either you will either kanang bitaw mag-draw by lots mo ana, kanang fishbowl method ba na, or kanang generate or kanang website random generator, and then or kanang may formula nga gamiton ana, either of the two or either of the three. So kana siya. Okay? Next is the systematic sampling. So kani siya naa ni siya process. So kung kinsa man gani, so example here, a simple example would be to select every 10th name from the telephone directory. And every 10th sample also referred to as sampling with a skip of 10. So kung kinsa man tong mga students nga naa sa kung kinsa man tong students nga ika-10, so sila tong mapili for sampling. So kana siya. So there is a somehow irregular intervals. Okay, so for example, kana siya, or kanang let's say kani, it is not just a simple random sampling because there is somehow a different subsets of the same size have different selection probabilities. So kana siya, depende na gyud po na siya sa researcher. However, the disadvantage of this, it may be biased if hidden periodicity in population coincides with that of selection. So first, bias siya. Second, it is difficult to assess precision of estimate from one survey. So another disadvantage of this is by the time that you will have your research defense, lisod ni siya i-defend po. Pangutan-on mo sa panelists, what is the sampling that you use? Then you will say systematic sampling. Why? Sama ninyo na. Dili man mo moingon nga wala ra miss, dili man pwede nga wala miss kay maumantig ka na nakitaan na mo. Maumantig ka na nakitaan na mo nga sampling nga nag-ini-minimay ni mo mi tunong man siya sa systematic sampling, dili na siya pwede. So maglisod mo ana og defend. Okay? So usually ang mga researchers ilang gamiton isang simple random sampling to avoid the bias. So kana siya. And when the panelists will also ask you, why did you use this sampling method? Dili sad mo makadali-dali og ingon nga, it is because it is more convenient. Dili siya hassle, no. Because simple random sampling, dili man siya hassle. Imagine daw kuno be ang website imong ipa-generate. Oh, larga. Okay kaayo. Imagine daw kuno be kanang mag-fishbowl mo. Oh, mili ra mo ana ra. Yeah, kita ninyo ko. Unbiased kid siya. That is also the advantage of the simple random sampling. Now, even though systematic sampling is has downsides, the advantages of these is it is a sample easy to select. So, easy ra gid ka mo na. Suitable information can be identified easily. So, kana siya, and then sample evenly spread over the entire reference of population. So those are the advantages of systematic sampling. Okay? Okay. Next. We also have here the stratified sampling, where population embraces a number of distinct categories. The frame can be organized into separate strata. Each stratum is then sampled as an independent subpopulation out of which individual elements can be randomly selected. Okay, an example of this is when I was in college, this is the sampling method that we use. Now, among study is about the historical uh, thinking and fake news susceptibility of the grade 10 students. Now, we compared two schools. First is the public school, and then second is the private school. So, from the since we will be comparing two schools man from the one school from the public and one school from the private. So the next process that we did is to identify unsa man pud nga school sa public ang among pilion. And then unsa man sad nga school sa private ang among pilion. Now, we for the public, we choose the most or the highest population of junior high school students, especially particularly in grade 10. And then for the private school, we did the same as well. So kung kinsa man tong naay pinakataas og population. So mo na siya. Now, what we did here is since daghan man kaayong sections, we use the stratified sampling method. So there is actually a formula for this, for the stratified sampling method, in which mag-pick me o kanang, let's say for example, grade 10 Sapphire, pila man pud kabuok ang among piliun ana. So for example, so kana siya. And then for the grade 10 gold, pila man kabuok among pilion nga estudyante ana. So that is a stratified sampling. Now, the drawbacks of the stratified sampling is first, sampling frame of the entire population has to be prepared separately for each stratum. So meaning ani, mag-prepare kag survey in each section ana, which is mo tay among gihimo. So daghan kaayo mig nagasto adto because the survey that we use is papel. We use a paper. We did not have kanang wala mi nagamit og paperless, dili wala mi nagamit og Google Forms because the situation before nahitabo kay when we have the public when if we use online, the public students or those students who are enrolled in public schools maglisod sila og answer sa among survey because first, not all have phones and internet connection. Unyang amo akay kuan man siya, himuon man siya live. So kumbaga immediately wala nang unya-unya pa. So that is why we use the paper. Second, when examining multiple criteria, stratifying variables may be related to some. So, ang mahitabo ani, kung mag-survey mo, since nakapapil man siya, manumano gyud na ninyo. Pila man kabuok ni? Pila man kabuok ang ni say yes ani sa kuan sa sex sa grade 10 gold. Pila man kabuok ang nag-say no sa grade 10 gold. Yeah, same and so on and so forth na siya. Finally, in some cases, such as designs with a large number of strata or those with a specified minimum sample size per group, stratified sampling can potentially require a larger sample than would other methods. So, kanimang good si stratified, mura ni siya og si population kay daghan kaayo ang respondents nga imong kinanghanglanon. daghan kaayo nga respondents. Okay? Now, here you go. So, kani siya, so for example, kani, draw a sample from each stratum. So, kana siya, out of 4. So, 3 ka buo. Yeah, miss, iyon sa Manila, iyon sa manito ninyo pagpili, miss. So, sa respondents ninyo. So, what we did there is, kumbaga, this is also a combination of our simple random sampling. So, what we did is, or kanang systematic na siguro to among gibuhat. Basta after the stratified sampling is nagkuan ni nag-simple random ni sa mga students. We actually got the list of the names of the junior high school students, and then each section kay amo silang simple random namo para may bawaan namo kinsa man ang mga tawo nga mo answer. So kato to among gibuhat. So nag-stratified sampling ni. Now, since it is a very large population man, given that we are comparing the two schools, so we did the stratified sampling, and then after that, tayo nag-simple random sampling namin. Okay? That is for the stratified sampling. Okay, now we have here the cluster sampling. Now, cluster sampling is an example of two-stage sampling. First is sample of areas is chosen. So, mag-choose mo asa mo magkuha. And then, second stage, a sample of respondents within those areas is selected. So, this is somehow related to the stratified cluster sampling. Okay? Now, here are, but the difference here with the cluster sampling manggod is naa siya kanang sampling interval nga gisunod. So, kani siya. Yang susad ang stratified sampling manggod is kanang kuan siya, usually mag-use kita og simple random sampling. Okay, there you go. So, mauni siya. Ay, for one. Okay. Wait, i-charge sa nako. Okay, there you go. So, difference between strata and clusters. Although strata and clusters are both non-overlapping subsets of the population, they differ in several ways. All strata are represented in the sample, but only a subset of clusters are in the sample. With stratified sampling, the best survey results occur when elements within strata are internally homogeneous. However, with cluster sampling, the best results occur when elements within clusters are internally heterogeneous. So, meaning ani nila, the difference between strata, maulagi na, strata are represented in the sample. Let's go back to our study. So, ang stratified sampling namo is grade 10. Okay? Kay mamotoy sample namo. Now, we have to cluster it. When we say cluster, bahinon pagid siya para mas mugamay because when we say stratified manggod, large kaayo ang somehow ang mga involved, large ang iyang population. Now we have to minimize it. Now grade 10 is the strata, and the clusters ang kanang pila ka buok ang mag-answer or pila ka buok ang sa grade 10 gold. Pila ka buok ang respondents sa grade 10 gold. Pila ka buok ang respondents sa grade 10 sapphire kana siya. That is the difference. Okay? Now, multi-stage sampling, complex form of cluster sampling. So, kumbaga, kani siya kay under niyo siya sa cluster gihapon. I will not discuss it further because it is somehow not kuan man. This kana-kani siya kay dili kaayo ni siya gina-use. Usually ang kuan gyud ang ginamit gyud nato when we have a research, the cluster, the stratified cluster or the stratified systematic simple random sampling. So kana siya. So, mo na siya ang research method na kasagaran natong buhaton. Next, we also have here the, for a while. Okay, so we also have here the non-probability sampling. Under the non-probability sampling, so since non-probability man siya, wala siya systematic na gisunod. Unlike sa mga probability sampling na there must be a numbers na atong sundon. So quota sampling. So kani sa quota sampling manggod, ang mahitabo manggod ani. So for example, an interviewer may be told to sample 200 females and 300 males between the age of 45 and 60. So nakay quota nga sundon. Nakay quota nga ini i-attain. So wala na siyang pili-pili. So let's say wala na job by lots. So let's say lang kaing ani man gani ang iyahang study, mugawas na siya, pangutan-on kung pilang edad, then once gani mo ingon nga 46 years old na ko, matik hatagan dayon og hatagan siya dayon og survey. Ing-ana na siya. Okay? Now, another example is the convenience sampling. So this is what I told you, that convenience sampling. When they say convenience sampling, kung kinsa ray madali-dali yun, kinsa ray madali-dali, kana siya. So let's say for example, let's go back to the stress level of the grade 10, of the students belong or enrolled in the special science section. Wala nay kanang pili-pili kinsa ba ang kinsa man ang kinsa ba ang kisa nga pangan kung kinsa na si kamo kintahay mo sa grade 7 emerald nya ting recess nya 5 ra ka book ang naibili, so kana siya kay 5 ra man ka book ang naibilin, kana sila man ang convenience, go survey dayon ana na siya. Or pwede sad nga nakinta kay amigo sa grade 10, so since sila man ang maduulan nimo, so mao na siya hatag dayon, wala nang kuskus balungos, ana na siya. Okay? Now here, kani siya, use results that are easy to get. So when it comes to the convenience sampling, it is easy to get. So for example, para na gud ani sa bae kani siya, hey, do you believe in a death penalty? So wala man siya kailaan ni, stranger ni siya, but since siya man ang convenience, siya man ang iyang nakit-an pag abri niya sa window, dayon siya ang motubag, kana siya. That is for the convenience sampling. We also have here the purposive sampling, wherein the researcher chooses the sample based on who they think would be appropriate for the study. So ang kalahian manggod ani sa purposive and convenience manggod, ang convenience manggod, mura na siya og kanang baga-ugnaw nga tawo. Kana siya, bagagnaw nga tawo. Okay? Sa kinsa ra, i-convenient man para sa iyaha. Now, the purposive sampling here, kung kinsa man gani ang pinaka kanang kinsa man gani ang suitable para ana nga study. So for example, the study again, let's go back sa kuan. Let's go back to the study, which is the stress level of students enrolled in a special science class. Now, purposive, although you will have the special science class, which is grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10 emerald, but As a researcher, para dili siya hasol, adto na lang kaditso ni grade 10 Emerald. Why? Grade 10 Emerald manggod, let's say nakahuna-huna ka nga, ang grade 10 Emerald man, kay na naman good sila research. So, nasa like product na kailangan gamit. Nasa like product, unya kay, daghan, so kumbaga, na nagani sila research, na pa sila product na kailangan ma-accomplish, unya, naapagin na siya, kanang napagin na sila daghan kaayong mga buluhatonon. So aside from academic, they also have extracurricular activities. So mauto, purposive sampling. So that is those are the sampling method. Now, for the panel sampling, usually panel ang mag-decide with ani. Okay? Questions. Sige. If there are no more questions, by the way, if you have questions, just send me a message in the GCQ. I also have another PowerPoint presentation which is somehow mas dali siya masabtan even though you're just reading for the probability sampling. But since there is no non-probability sampling in that PowerPoint, I opt to use this PowerPoint instead. But they just have the same content. The difference is mas simplified ang explanation sa first sa katong isa na PowerPoint compared ani. So kumbaga, even though you're not watching this, understandable na dito kay simplify man pud na ako. Okay? Again, if you have questions, huwag mahihiyang magtanong. Kana siya. Anyway, goodbye everyone and see you around. God bless on your exam for the research. God bless.